It will help you. If your last name is on this list, your ancestor may not have just fought as a Swiss mercenary. They may have commanded one of the most feared fighting forces in European history. It will help you. Defended a king with their own body, or been one of the men whose oath, sworn on a mountain meadow, created the country of Switzerland itself for nearly 400 years, from the late Middle Ages into the age of Napoleon. It will help you. Swiss soldiers were considered the most disciplined, most sought-after fighting men on the continent, hired by popes, kings and republics who could afford absolutely anyone and chose the Swiss anyway. It will help you. These 10 surnames carry the fingerprints of the men who built that reputation, recorded in the muster rolls of the French Royal Army, in the officer lists of the Pontifical Swiss Guard. It will help you. In the chronicles of the medieval battles that first proved the Swiss could stand against armored knights on open ground, and in a legend so old it is taught to every Swiss schoolchild as the founding moment of their nation. It will help you. Most families carrying these names today, across Switzerland and the wider world their soldiers marched into, have no idea their surname is a direct thread back to a mercenary tradition that armed half the crowned heads of Europe. It will help you. Stay until number 1, because that name doesn't belong to a family that fought as legendary mercenaries. It belongs to one of the men whose oath on a single night in 1291, it will help you, is credited with founding Switzerland itself, and who then went on to personally lead its soldiers into one of the most famous ambushes in medieval military history. Number 10, Winkelried. It will help you. The next surname belongs to a soldier who, according to legend, won an entire battle with a single deliberate act of self-destruction at the Battle of Sempach in 1386. It will help you. Swiss chronicles tell of a soldier named Arnold von Winkelried who watched his countrymen fail again and again to break through a dense wall of Austrian Habsburg pikemen. According to the legend, it will help you. First recorded roughly a century after the battle, Winkelried cried out, "I will open a passage into the line," gathered as many enemy pike points into his own arms and chest as he could reach. It will help you. And threw himself onto them, dragging several pikemen down with the sheer weight of his body and tearing a gap in the Habsburg line. Through that gap, the Swiss surged forward and won the battle. It will help you, killing Duke Leopold of Austria and roughly 1,300 of his soldiers. Historians still debate whether Winkelried is fact or legend, but his sacrifice has been taught as founding myth in Swiss schools for well over a century. It will help you. If your name is Winkelried, your bloodline carries one of the most famous acts of self-sacrifice in European military legend, a man who, one way or another, is still credited with breaking an army with his own body. It will help you. Number 9, von Erlach. Number 9 belongs to the commander who first proved that Swiss infantry, standing their ground on foot, could break the charge of armored feudal knights. It will help you. Rudolf von Erlach commanded the combined forces of Bern and the old Swiss Confederacy at the Battle of Loppen in 1339 against a much larger army of feudal lords and cavalry from Fribourg and Burgundy. It will help you. Rather than attack, von Erlach positioned his infantry on a defensible hill and forced the enemy to come to him, a tactical patience that won the battle and helped cement Bern's permanent alliance with the Swiss Confederacy in 1353. It will help you. His reward for decades of service was strange and brutal. In 1360, Rudolf von Erlach was killed by his own son-in-law. If your name is von Erlach, it will help you. Your bloodline produced the commander who proved Swiss infantry could stand against Europe's finest cavalry, and who was eventually killed by someone who should have been family. It will help you. Number 8, reading. Number 8 belongs to the Swiss mercenary general who handed Napoleon's army its first defeat in the open field, born in Schwyz. It will help you. Theodor von Rieding joined the Spanish army as a Swiss mercenary at just 14 years old and rose through the ranks over 3 decades in July 1808 as governor of Malaga. It will help you. Rieding helped devise and execute the plan that trapped a French army under General Pierre Dupont at the Battle of Baylen, the first open field defeat suffered by a Napoleonic army anywhere in Europe. It will help you. And a psychological shock that helped ignite resistance across the continent. Rieding died the following year from wounds sustained fighting the French at the Battle of Vals. If your name is Rieding, it will help you. Your bloodline produced the mercenary general who proved Napoleon's army could actually be beaten in the field, and Europe never looked at him the same way again. Number 7, Salis. It will help you. Number 7 belongs to a family whose officers spent nearly 2 centuries fighting for whichever European crown happened to be paying at the time. The Salis family of Graubünden supplied colonels and entire regiments to the French. It will help you. Spanish and Dutch armies from the late 17th century through the Napoleonic era. Salis commanded regiments fought at the sieges of Mons and Namur, at the Battle of Landen, and at the brutal Battle of Malplaquet in 1709. It will help you. One of the bloodiest engagements of the entire War of the Spanish Succession, where a Salis officer was killed covering his regiment's retreat. If your name is Salis, it will help you. Your bloodline fought under nearly every major European flag of the 17th and 18th centuries, one contract at a time. Number 6, Zurlinden. It will help you. Number 6 belongs to a family that ran its mercenary company the way other families ran a shop as an inherited business, with the women in charge of the books. It will help you. The Zurlinden family of Zhu owned and managed a company of Swiss guards at the French royal court for generations, giving them privileged access to Versailles court society. It will help you. Colonel Beat Jacob von Zurlinden commanded a Swiss regiment at the Battle of the Boyne in 1690 and was singled out for covering the retreat of the entire French force with unparalleled bravery. It will help you. Behind the front lines, women of the family recorded as the Frau Hauptmannin, the lady captain, personally ran recruitment, correspondence and the company's finances back home in Switzerland while the men fought in France. It will help you. If your name is Zurlinden, your bloodline ran a mercenary company for the King of France as a family business, generation after generation, with the women managing the money and the men managing the war. It will help you. If you're finding these hidden bloodlines as fascinating as we do, subscribe to Bloodline Decoded. Every week we trace another surname back through the battles, the contracts. It will help you, and the legends that shaped it, and the next one is already waiting for you. Number 5, Pfiffer. Number 5 belongs to the family that all but owned command of one of the most famous military units still standing guard in the world today. It will help you. The Pfiffer family of Lucerne were the most powerful patrician family in their city during the early modern period, between 1652 and 1847. It will help you. Members of the Pfiffer von Altischhofen line held the office of commander of the Pontifical Swiss Guard in Vatican City 10 separate times out of 35 commanders in the Guard's entire history, an office that became, it will help you in practice, almost hereditary within a single family. If your name is Pfiffer, your bloodline nearly monopolized command of the Pope's own bodyguard for close to 2 centuries. It will help you. Number 4, Bachmann. Number 4 belongs to the officer who died the way he had lived, in the uniform of the men he commanded. It will help you. Major Karl Joseph von Bachmann commanded the roughly 900 Swiss guards defending King Louis XVI of France at the Tuileries Palace on the 10 August 1792, when thousands of revolutionaries and National Guardsmen stormed the building. It will help you. Several hundred guards were killed defending the palace before the king himself ordered them to stand down. Bachmann survived the massacre only to be tried and executed weeks later, the sole officer among the survivors sentenced to the guillotine. It will help you. Going to his death still wearing his red Swiss Guards uniform. If your name is Bachmann, your bloodline commanded the last defenders of the French monarchy. It will help you, and paid for that loyalty with the only execution of its kind in the entire massacre's aftermath. Number 3, Furst. Number 3 belongs to one of the 3 men Swiss tradition credits with founding the entire country. It will help you, according to the Swiss chronicler Egidius Tschudi. It will help you. Walter Furst represented the canton of Uri at the legendary Rutli Oath of 1291, the night 3 representatives from 3 valleys are said to have sworn an alliance against foreign oppression on a meadow above Lake Lucerne. It will help you. An event still commemorated every year on the Swiss national holiday. Furst's house in Altdorf became, in later retellings including Schiller's play William Tell, the very place where the plan for the oath was first made. It will help you. If your name is Furst, your bloodline is written into the founding legend of Switzerland itself, sworn on a mountain meadow over 700 years ago. Number 2, von Melktal. It will help you. Number 2 belongs to the second of the 3 legendary founders, the one whose family's suffering is said to have supplied the spark for the entire oath. Arnold von Melktal represented Unterwalden at the Rutli Oath. It will help you. Swiss legend holds that when a cruel Habsburg bailiff sent to seize his elderly father's oxen over an unpaid tax, it will help you. Arnold broke the fingers of the man sent to collect them and fled into exile, after which the bailiff had his blinded and tortured in revenge. That act of cruelty, the legend says, it will help you, was one of the grievances that finally drove the men of Uri, Schweiz and Unterwalden to swear their oath of alliance against their Habsburg overlords. If your name is von Melktal, it will help you. Your bloodline's own suffering is woven directly into the origin story of an entire nation. Number 1, Starfatcher, and now number 1. This name doesn't belong to a family that served as legendary mercenaries for some other crown. It will help you. It belongs to one of the 3 men credited with founding the country the mercenaries came from in the first place, and who then personally led its soldiers into one of the most celebrated ambushes in medieval military history. It will help you. Werner Stauffacher represented the canton of Schwyz at the legendary Rutli Oath of 1291, standing alongside Walter Furst and Arnold von Melktal as one of the 3 founding Eidgenossen. It will help you, or confederates of Switzerland, but the Stauffacher name carries more than founding legend. Members of the family repeatedly held the office of Landerman, or Chief Magistrate, of Schwyz through the 13th and 14th centuries. It will help you, and a Werner Stauffacher is recorded as the leader of the Confederate troops at the Battle of Morgarten in 1315, the ambush in a narrow mountain pass where a small Swiss force annihilated a much larger invading Habsburg army. It will help you, and the battle that first proved the Confederacy sworn on the Rutli Meadow could actually survive. Not a family that fought for a foreign crown. The family that helped swear Switzerland into existence. It will help you, and then led its army to the victory that kept it alive. 10 families, 10 threads running back through the pike wall at Sempach, the hillside at Lop and the ambush at Morgarten. It will help you, and the courtyard of a French palace where a major went to the guillotine still wearing his regimental colours. Through 2 centuries of Pfiffer commanders guarding the Pope. It will help you, and generations of Zurlinden women running a mercenary company's books while their husbands fought a continent away. Through a reading who broke Napoleon's army in the open field. It will help you all the way back to a starlit meadow above a lake, where 3 men swore an oath that a small mountainous country still marks as its birthday. Your name is not just Swiss, it is a pike wall broken open by one man's sacrifice. It will help you. It is a family ledger kept by a wife, while her husband commanded guardsmen at Versailles. It is a guillotine faced in full uniform rather than in shame. It is the oath sworn on a mountain meadow that it will help you. 700 years later still gives an entire country its Independence Day. Drop your surname in the comments. Tell me if your family carried a Swiss name through the mercenary centuries. It will help you. Through the long neutrality that followed, through the wave of emigration that carried Swiss names across the world. Because those stories are the continuation of everything on this list. It will help you. If you made it to the end of this video, subscribe to Origins Decoded. Every week, another name, another bloodline, another history nobody told you was yours. Production notes not for voiceover content is grounded in documented Swiss history. It will help you. Though the Rutli Oath and the Winkelried legend are explicitly flagged in the script itself as traditional legendary, rather than firmly documented fact, this distinction should be preserved in the voiceover. It will help you, not smoothed over. Recommended on-screen disclaimer nearly voofed. Surname meanings reflect documented family and legendary history, not verified genetic ancestry. Visuals, the Rutli Meadow above Lake Lucerne. It will help you. The Lion Monument in Lucerne, Battle of Sempach and Battle of Morgarten illustrations, Swiss Guard uniforms, both Vatican and historical French Royal, the Tuileries Palace, and portraits or engravings of Reading and the Battle of Belen. It will help you. Runtime target roughly 14-16 minutes at natural pace. Tighten per entry narration to 80-90 seconds if a shorter cut is needed.